Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Strum, and I'm gonna start off this video by saying thank you for watching me. It's been a couple months since I made my videos. I've been getting over a sickness right now. I don't have coronavirus. Don't freak out. You know, it's all good. I have had a flu virus, and it's turned into a sinus infection. So it should be done by the end of this, by Saturday at most. I'm taking medication for it because, but before I get into this video, I just want to tell you guys that I'm pretty bored, so I just want to upload some videos. I know I said I'll be back in June, I'll do this and I'll do that, but I'm like, what else is there for me to do? I got all these video games, but I've already played them all, and I since I'm sick, I can't really do anything. Can't go back to work until I get better. So why not make a video? So this video is going to be inspirational. I'm going to have a series of inspirational videos. So this one is about our world right now. And I seem to write things, and when I write things, they turn out a lot better. So let's get started with the video. I'm going to documents real quick, and I gotta go under my other name because I write things. By the way, I'm reading this off of the thing I wrote. So let's see here. Inspirational quotes. Okay, cool. So pardon me if it takes a minute. So anyways, my first inspirational quote is about the coronavirus, of course. And I want you guys to know, here's my first quote. Instead of blaming Asians and blaming people for their problems or who started it, why can't we foster understanding and try to help one another out? Now, this foster understanding, I've been watching a lot of anime, so please excuse how much of a fantasy, fairy tale type shit this sounds. But honestly, I'm just saying right now that we can make a world. I'm telling you right now, there's definitely an alternate universe where all this is happening. Anyways, why can't we, instead of blaming Asians and blaming people for their problems or who started it, why can't we foster understanding and try to help one another out? Part of being mature in this society is learning to cope with problems, and the virus is a problem, but I guarantee you there's a lot more that's going to happen in life. That's just how it is. We need to start becoming an equal society and stop harming each other, because all blaming someone is going to do is make it worse. Foster understanding, learn the problem, find a way to work together as one. It's as simple as put. I'm tired of the society always blaming each other for problems that are inescapable. The way the world works, nobody will understand it until we start to mature as human beings and start to realize that there is more at stake than meets the eye. Let's be one. Let's be equal together. I think we need to be mindful of others. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Alright, that's the end of that one. I read into the other quote. So, basically what I'm trying to say is, instead of blaming people, why can't we help one another out? Instead of always pointing fingers, you're the one who did it. You're the one who did it. And because everybody is blaming people in Asia and China for the coronavirus, instead of blaming and pointing fingers, why don't we just help each other out? I don't care what the past had to say. Like, why can't United States and China and Asia and everybody in the world work together to find a cure? Okay, anyways, next quote. This is about social media, and this is definitely some truth here. Okay. I think we need to be mindful of others when they post. Nowadays, people will get upset over the smallest of things, like politics, celebs, sports, etc. Everyone has the right to have a belief. If you are getting mad about something or someone you don't even know in person, then there is something wrong with you. We got to start acting more mature, and we need to learn to handle things differently. I bet you if someone had an opinion over Trump or sports, that nobody would like, in person they would get beaten up for it, which is true. If somebody hated Trump so much in public, I'm sure all the Trump supporters would go out and beat someone's ass beat their ass for talking shit on their beloved president. Which, like I said, I have no problem with. I don't have a problem with the president. I'm just saying this is how our world is. We get so mad over someone we don't even know that will harm other people just because we support that person so much in our belief system. That's how screwed up our world is. Our world has lost its way, and I think we need to realize that how selfish we are and start being more mature about our beliefs. If someone does not like something, that's okay. They have the right to think and feel what they want. No need to bash them or be a jerk. It's true. That's not very friendly if you ask me. Let's all foster understanding. I'm trying to get the world to understand that and get to know each other with open arms. None of this come at me, bro. None of this come at me, bro stuff, So those are my 2 quotes for this first video. I'm sure I'll write a lot more during the pressing matters of the world, but those are my inspirational quotes. I'm gonna edit this in Adobe, of course. I'm going to get a iMac soon. What I'm gonna do is, I'm going to save up money. I'm gonna save up like $5,000, and that's easy to make within the whole 2-year span, or like a year. Well, let's say a year. See, I got a bad sinus infection. Oh, in a year, I should have 5,000 because I make $9.30 an hour. $9.30 an hour, and that's a lot. And when you're not counting up to 10,000, I'll make 5,000, buy myself an iMac. I'm also gonna open a bank account for myself, so that so that way I can have my own shit instead of relying on a card. But that's besides the point. I don't know why I even talk about that. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my 2 inspirational quotes. Like I said, our world is really screwed up, and it does need some changing, and it does need some enthusiasm. We've evolved into stupidity, for one. Number 2, our world has become self-governed. Mainly saying it's self-governed in such a way I can't explain it. I don't want to sound like I know it all, because I know I don't know it all. So excuse me if I sound like an idiot. I'm just not gonna say anything if I don't know anything. But I feel like our world is just really screwed up, and it's always been this way, but it hasn't been this bad. When social media wasn't a thing, when we had the news back in the 50s, way back then, I feel like it was better. Sure, I don't know why I'm feeling I just feel like way back then, those times were a lot better. Because I'm even talking in the 90s too, 90s, 80s maybe. That's why I like the 80s so much, is because it's just so different. But I'm more of a nostalgic person, so that's another reason why I like the past a lot more, way back then. Especially, I'm a Generation Z, so I really like the early 2000s as well. Well, that's not the point I'm trying to make, is that even back then we did have a fucked up world, but I guess what I'm trying to say is our world's colors did not show, or its true colors did not show till later in the late 2000s, when social media became a thing. Because then everybody's true colors tried to show. As soon as someone's behind the screen going, or just doing something really stupid, it starts to show. Our world starts to become more selfish, and I start to see that. But I haven't even been on Instagram. Sorry, I haven't been on Instagram or any of that for a long time. I've gotten to love myself more. I'm starting to see the world for what it is. I don't know why I just notice it now of how messed up our world is, but I feel like instead of talking negative about it, I'm just gonna tell you guys right now that we can come together one day as a society, and we can fix things together. But we all have to cooperate. We can't just say, we can't point what's it called? What's that type of gun called? A magnum. We can't point a magnum at somebody and say, hey, you're gonna do this or that, or we can't have oppression. We've got to start moving as a society, because I feel like the more our world starts to decrease, the more we start to not accept each other, the less of the self-acceptance we have, is the more our world is going to strive. If we start to care for other people and not just ourselves, and we start seeing the world in such a human beings should be treated equally. That's what I'm trying to say is men, women, any other type of man or woman, you get what I'm trying to say. Every gender, I don't give a shit. Everybody needs equality, because this equality movement, what I'm trying to spread, is, you see, if our world is more equal, we'll have a better governed world. And helping one each, like, think about it this way. What if China and Japan work together? What if China, Japan, and the USA all work together? I know China's already making stuff for the USA, maybe I'm wrong, but like, every nation just came together and just kind of like said, here, I'm gonna give you a hand, we're gonna give each other, no, negotiating on proper terms. I'm not saying you have to bribe that person or give them a load of money. You help each other out through the heart instead of helping each other out through greed. But mainly saying helping each other is not just helping each other build and prosper through technology or buildings or cars or manufacturing. I'm talking about even as a community, we work together. You know, that's kind of why I see that if we were less selfish, if our world was less selfish, less greedy, didn't give a shit about all this nonsense, we would literally have the greatest world of all time. Think about it. It'd be like if aliens came down to Earth and gave us their technology, and we would already have flying cars and hoverboards. Our world would strive with our food and our economics. It would succeed tremendously if we all just came together and worked together. Sure, we'd all have different opinions, different beliefs, different religions, different ideas, but that's what makes it so interesting, and that's what makes the whole society, like, that's what makes it strive, is our difference in opinions and our difference in our nationality, everything. Like, if we would stop fighting each other and stop yelling at each other, stop I'm sorry, all this negativity's got to go out the door. We've got to start working together, you know. So sorry, there are times when I say stuff and it doesn't make any sense, and that's just because my brain is trying to process all the things I'm saying. So I do apologize if I say stuff like that in my videos. Like, if I do that and I'm like, oh, well, my brain's not processing, so I'm gonna talk out of my ass. So basically, I'm talking out of my ass at that point if I'm not really thinking. But yeah, those are my quotes. I write. I'm a writer, so I like to write things. And one of the reasons why I made a YouTube is to show creativity. So why not show it on the internet? But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna come out with an unboxing video this week, and by Tuesday I'll have the Persona 5 Royal unboxing. By the way, we'll be unboxing the Steelbook edition of Persona 5 Royal. And I'll, you know what, since, you know, I think I'm just gonna return to YouTube in general. I'm pretty much fed up with waiting all this time. Like I said, it's not like I'm gonna upload every day, but I'll still upload like this, you know. I'll upload a video every once in a while. I'm sorry, though. But yeah, I'm pretty sick, so I'm not pretty sick, but I'm getting better. So by this week, I should be better. I'll be going back to work too, so I'm gonna be pretty exhausted. Yeah, but yeah, guys, thank you for watching my videos. I'm gonna upload 2 videos. This is the first video. Well, actually, this is gonna be the second video. The first video I'm gonna upload is why me and the crew aren't talking anymore. So I'll get to that in a second. So.